All right, so now we're going to talk about all the criminal trespass warnings I've received since the divorce in September 2021. So this was when I was staying at random hotels. I was trying to stick around the Alvera, Fulton County area. I swung by the Even Hotel in, I think that's Roswell, and the lady said there were no available rooms. I said, that's weird, you don't look full to me, but okay. And then I asked her if I could use the computer or business center to look things up online instead of my little dinky phone. It would just be easier for me. And she said, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And I wasn't going to stay anyway. I just asked you, like, I don't know, like it's criminal to ask someone to use their business center. So I guess she had already called the police or something, or I don't remember exactly what the heck happened about. But anyway, so I guess she called the police and Matt Benham showed up with some other lady cop who gave me a criminal trespass warning for the Even Hotel. And I'm going, I just asked her to use the business center. That's it. Is that criminal? I don't know. But then I later saw, I don't even think it was 2 years ago. This one maybe wasn't 2 years. I don't remember how long it was. I saw Chaz at the hotel, little brother Charles Frederick Seabolt Jr. So maybe he was already there. I don't freaking know. Well, that was weird. So then there was the Plato's Closet one that I described in the How They Stole My Wrangler in Broad Daylight video. I had gone there an hour before my food stamp appointment, requested, had brought them some stuff that I didn't think I would need right away, and I wanted them to look at it to see if they would buy anything. And she said they can't buy anything for me anymore. I asked her why. She said she didn't want to talk about it, so I asked her to call the police. And it took forever. I sat there waiting maybe for 30 minutes, and I had to go to the food stamp appointment. So I left, and he followed me all the way to the food stamp building after pulling in right as I was pulling away. Roswell police officer, Matt Benham, he has Bender on his shirt. He puts Michael on these criminal trespass warnings. Fast forward 4 hours later, he gives me this criminal trespass warning for Plato's Closet when I wasn't even there anymore. I didn't do anything criminal at Plato's Closet, and it's for 2 years. I'm like, whatever, Matt. Whatever. So then I got a job at Goodwill, the retail center in Roswell. I had been randomly buying things. Gina Kirkland, who was the manager, rang up this like infinity scarf. It was pinkish, purplish color. Apparently, like people just steal things from me. Well, I saw it back on the sales floor, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" She rang me up for the scarf. It was handmade scarf. There's no way there's two like it in the world that ended up at the same Goodwill when mine was missing. So I knock on the office door and I'm like, excuse me, could you tell me why this is on the sales floor again? Gina rang me up. I bought it here. They said, you're going to have to leave. Or we're going to call the police. And I'm going, what do you think I want you to do? You think I want the bitch to steal from me all the time? She's already drugged me at the Goodwill. The guy, I forget what his name is, Michael something. Mike, this was his middle name. They like fired his first name and hired his middle name. Same guy's still there. One of those things. Tisa showed up with Betsy. Betsy showed up. I'm like going, Bob was there. Amelia was there. I said, well, girl, you look like just, I guess she's my niece still. I said, where are you from? She said, I'm from Virginia. Virginia. That sounds familiar. You look just like my niece Amelia. Do you know Amelia Franks? Are you Franks? Do you know any Franks or Foxes? No. So, I'm waiting for the police to show up to report my things stolen or put back on the floor or missing. Or they stole some Pure Boost from me. I think maybe I had left and had to go back because they stole the Pure Boost that I consider my medication because it has extra B vitamins in it. It has a whole lot of B vitamins in it. From my book bag while I was at work. So they called the police, and I was expecting criminal trespass warning, Matt Benham, Bender / Michael / whatever he goes by now to be there, but then I got J.A. Rapist MFer, a.k.a. Joe LeBlanc, the child of Baton Rouge coke dealers Peggy and Joe LeBlanc. See movie called Casino. So he gets there. He tells me to sit down on a wet bench. I'm like, I'm not sitting down on the wet bench. It's wet. He grabs me by my arm, and I instruct him to let go of my freaking arm. He says, sit down. I'm not sitting on the wet bench. So I sat down on the sidewalk, which wasn't wet. And boy, did he get mad. So he shows up. Some black, I think it was a woman or man, showed up in another car. And then some guy over there shows up. That's a white guy. I don't even look at these two. I didn't see the black guy go in or out or girl or whatever. Joe LeBlanc, I don't even know what name is on his shirt, is treating me like dirt. He had like an older version of my license, I think, my driver's license. I caught a glimpse of it and I was like, what the heck? I looked at the one he gave me, made sure he gave me the right one back. And I don't know, he gave me a criminal trespass warning for Goodwill. I said I have to come back and get my check in whatever days. I'm going to be here. Unless you want to tell him to meet me at the Starbucks across the street. Ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. So then we fast forward to Athens. I worked at Subway where Stephen Metz said he was the general manager or something. Regional manager for Subway. But he worked at this Subway on Epps Bridge Parkway in Oconee County. So he was stealing tips from me, or the other people working there were stealing tips from me or from everyone. Treat me like dirt, same stuff, harass, sexually harassed, attempted rape, drugging, thieving, whatevering. Telling me I'm slicing the onions wrong, the green onions. I'm going, dude, are you really that anal? Control freak. Micromanager. So I went back to get my last paycheck, or my only paycheck, and he said it was mailed to me. I never got it in the P.O. box. I, meantime, got a job at IHOP down the street just a little bit. So it was our first paycheck for IHOP, but they didn't come in until like 2, I think. So I was early, so I decided to walk to Wal-Mart and see if Stephen Metz had my paycheck, because I never got in the P.O. box. Well, now I'm thinking about it, he looked like Stephen Metz, but I don't think it was the same Stephen Metz. Maybe that was his kid back there at the time. So I said, Stephen, I need my paycheck. Where is it? He said, I have it in the drawer. I said, I thought you said it was mailed to me. Well, it came back to us. He said, sit down. I said, I'm not sitting down. Just give me my paycheck. There was no one. Well, there's one person in line, but there's like 5 people behind the window to help this person. All he had to do was give him my check. He said, sit down. I'm not sitting down. So he comes out, stands in front of me, and starts waving the paycheck around in front of my face like he's 2 years old. I reach for the paycheck. He whips it away. This is like almost 2 weeks after the check was issued. So he's acting like he's high or something. I grab him by, it was his left arm, just like here, right here, like this, and just dig into his little elbow, I guess. Only, I don't realize at the time, but it's kind of like goopy, like it's not even a freaking arm or skin or anything. And I leave fingernail marks. No broken skin. He didn't flinch. He didn't say ow. He didn't say stop. He just stood there, and I backed up, and I was like, dude, are you freaking on drugs or something? I don't know. Something's wrong with him. So then I try and distract him by flipping the hat off. He had a baseball cap on, so I was going to flip his hat off, but it got stuck, halfway. And then he asked me to leave, and I was like, get out of my way, and I'll leave. Give me my paycheck, and I'll leave. I had already called the police because he was taking forever, and I said, you have 1 minute to give me my paycheck. No, I'm like, you're just going to have to sit down. I'm not sitting down. There's no one in line. So I call the police, and then after I flip the hat off, the black dude who looks like Tyler from the bank of Woodforest Bank in Roswell said, oh, you're getting arrested today. I'm calling the police. I was like, go the frick ahead. Call the police. I already called them. So he called the other police, I guess. Maybe his went through, maybe mine didn't. I don't know. Maybe I got the dirty cops, and they got the real cops on their phones. So someone pulls him away after I try and flip his hat off, but he goes back on the left side of me, but faces the other way, like he's back towards me, and he's got the check right here. She's waving it around right here, like he's begging me to grab it from him. So I walk out the restaurant, grab it on the way, make sure my name is on the check, and I just leave, and I wait for the police to show up. So we got a shorter, I think, fake platinum blonde hair police officer. We got someone, I think he said same last name as Gabe, officer, taller though. Gabe is short. He's taller than me. Some other guy down the road. I guess it was Meadows, because I think that was the witness on the arrest form, the battery, whatever. Then some female-looking lady who actually took me to a male maximum security prison. So I get arrested after I tell them what happened. I tell them what happened. They said that they have it on film. I'm like, well, go watch the film. Go watch the film. So she says the charges were battery, but they don't read me my rights. Same thing. Don't read me my rights. I'm getting charged with battery, and the police lady puts me in the back of the SUV. I'm just sitting there wondering what the heck is wrong with these people. Sit in this, like, I guess, whatever, beginning area of the prison, waiting. I fill out the little paperwork. They asked me if I want. No, I'm not calling anyone. And just sit here. So they keep me overnight, feed me the food from the homeless shelter. There's stuff in the food. The nasty adhesive stuff was in the grits. I mean, Ben Crochet was the dude that brought me the food in the morning. I had a salami or something nasty, something I can't stand that makes me sick that I couldn't eat, and PB&J sandwich. Next day, it looked like Stephen Metz showed up as a judge. And he said I was released on judicial release or something. I didn't have any bail for battery. That wasn't even battery. But he read me my rights and then let me go. Or maybe he read me my rights today. I don't remember. I really don't remember. It was just so weird. So it looks like Chris Gary was the police officer that took me back to the IHOP because I had to pick up my paycheck. I picked up my paycheck and went back to Athens, walked back to Athens. And then he said I had to go to the, there was a trial or whatever. Anyway, so back to the criminal trespass warning. While I'm being processed, in the male maximum security prison, the little shorter, I guess, platinum blonde haired police officer gives me a criminal trespass warning for Wal-Mart on Epps Bridge Parkway for 2 years. I'm thinking, I'm not going to go back to Wal-Mart anyway, lady. I just went there to get my paycheck. Like I give a shit. So then there was the library. The Athens-Clarke County Library by Alps Parkway, Alps Road and Baxter Road, near the Kroger shopping center. Sitting there, no, literally more than 5 minutes. I pull out my tarot cards. These tarot cards. Girls are freakingly weird. Alvera, Allie, and Ashley, the stripper that worked at Sets with Joe Eto, come in. Allie looks like a frumpy, homely looking white woman, and Ashley is taller and somewhat more fashionably dressed. She hands me this piece of paper. She had 2 copies of Seabolt-Fox. That's not my name anymore. You're being kicked out of the library. You're being asked to leave the library. Fine. So I called the police, or somebody calls the police. I don't know. I don't remember if I called or not. 2 years out of the library for doing nothing. 5 minutes there. 5 minutes. They don't tell me why I'm being kicked out of the library. I'm pretty sure the paperwork was stolen. Whatever. Then there's the bus. I get on the bus to go to the UGA Arches bus stop. I'm gathering my things to get off the bus, only I hear the bus driver leaving, and there was like a clicky sound to lock the door or something. So I tried the back door, it won't open. I tried the front door, it won't open. So I'm freaking out. I said, you can't lock me in here. I'm claustrophobic. Open the freaking door, open the freaking door, I start honking the horn. Doot, doot, doot. Some guy with a Target jacket comes up to the windows and after I'm on the phone with 911, asking me if I'm okay. I'm like, no, I'm not okay. Open the door. You can't lock me in here. Open the freaking door. No. A shorter black man comes on the bus, stockier, closes the door, refuses to let me off the bus, takes me to the main bus station, and then I get off the bus. And then the security guard asked me if I want to file a grievance. I'm like, a grievance? I don't work here. I'm pressing charges. It's felony kidnapping 1. You can't lock someone on a bus and force them to go 1 stop extra. The bus driver, the taller black dude, is still driving a bus. The shorter black dude showed up at Jimmy John's one day. or 2 days. I'm going, why don't you arrest them? You just let them do whatever they want to. It's not fair. It's not right. And then you take me to prison for getting my paycheck? Whatever. So, I forgot. This is it. That's it for now. Those are the criminal trespass warnings I've gotten. Or banned from stuff. 2 years, I guess. Bus. 2 years banned from bus now. Whatever.